Man, I live for that bag. I'm looking forward to life being easier, man. Instead of living life on hard mode every single day of your life. You know what I'm saying? Men already got it on hard mode. When we first come out the womb, life is on hard mode. Because the bag, it makes life much easier, man. That's why we seeking it. That's why we chasing it. To have an easier life, an easier time with women, an easier time with cars, an easier time with houses that we want. Feel what I'm saying? That's why we chase it. We don't chase it for no reason, bro. Look, some of these celebrities have been on easy mode. I'm talking about the men, not the women. But some of these celebrities have been on easy mode for like since they became famous. You know, we got Jay-Z, of course Diddy. He's been coasting through life on easy mode, but he in jail now. But I'm talking about before he went to jail. He's been coasting on easy mode since the 90s. Damn. Can you imagine just having the women that you want, having the food that you want, the clothes that you want since the 90s? Diddy's life had been on, he was on fucking easy mode. Can you imagine just, I want that, I got it. I want that, I got it. I want Cassie, I got it. You know, I want a female like Cassie. You can get her with the snap of a finger, man. Cause you got so much money, it's kind of hard to resist. It's kind of hard for these females to resist you, bro. You feel what I'm saying? She dumped Ryan Leslie just to be with Diddy. You feel me? Oh. So it's like, life is on easy mode when you got that bag, bro. There's a reason why they out there chasing that bag. Once you get the bag, bro, we on easy mode, baby. Oh yeah. Once we get that bag, we on easy mode. No more living hard, like Dr. Dre said, man. Remember that song, Still Dre? You know what I'm saying? He was like, no more living hard, barbecues every day, driving fancy cars. Still gonna get mine because, you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z wrote that, by the way. He wrote Still Dre, all the verses. You know what I'm saying? You know, but these guys been on, these celebrities, they've been on easy mode their whole entire life. Well, me and you, we've been on hard mode our whole entire life. It's gotta be the decisions that we make, man. The decision that you make, bro, will keep you on hard mode your whole entire life. You know what I'm saying? The decisions that you make keep you on hard mode. You know, the bad decisions that you make, okay? The bad decisions that you make will keep you on hard mode. Oh, Boots looking kind of good today, man. Boots looking kind of good. You feel me? We're gonna get this workout on, man. We're gonna beast out today. Yesterday we beasted really hard, but today we're gonna do a light workout. So we're gonna do some push-ups and some sit-ups. We always gotta do that every single time I come in here. Or I come out here, I do push-ups and sit-ups. And we're gonna do some squats. Maybe we're gonna do some squats. We gotta get them legs strong, you feel me? But like I said, man, life is on hard mode without that bag, bro. You just don't know. You feel me? We don't want to live on hard mode our whole entire life, bro. That's what I'm trying to get motherfuckers to understand, bro. If you ain't on that bag chase, bro, you're gonna be living on hard mode for the rest of your life. You feel me? That's what I say. Anything that you're doing right now, you gotta excel at it, baby. You feel me? You gotta excel at that shit, bro. You have to. You know, 'cause that's the only way out. That's the only way out is through the bag, bro. For some niggas, they don't get that part. They think that, don't worry, the God in the skies don't come to save me and shit like that. You know, ain't nobody coming to save you, bro. Ain't no God in the sky coming to save your ass, man. You know, I don't know what the fuck you thought this was. You feel what I'm saying? You know, like that one cartoon. That dude was funny as hell, boy. That song, that cartoon that when he always does that, where like somebody grabs your head and we're like, boom, don't move, it's over. It's He did that with P Diddy too. That shit was funny as hell, boy. You know, that's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do. We gotta make sure we on a mission to get out to get an easier life, man. To have a better life. You know, to have an easier time with women, bro. It's all this fucking struggle, bro. It's all worth the struggle. You feel me? All worth the struggle, man. All we gotta do is just keep chasing it throughout life. Keep on chasing that bag throughout life, you feel me? And don't ever let it go, man. You know, don't ever let that bag out of your sight. You keep chasing it until you get that motherfucker, bro. Every single day. Wake up, chase the bag. Wake up, chase the bag. Don't ever change that shit. Keep that shit the same. Keep pushing forward, man. We're gonna get this money. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna play, once I hit the bag, I'm gonna play, what's the name? What am I saying? Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna play Glory of Love, yeah. For like 2 hours straight. It's gonna be on repeat, bro. And then I'm gonna play some other music, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I shouldn't do that. 2 hours straight, Glory of Love, that's too much. I'll do it for like an hour straight, yeah. Yeah. You know, yeah. I'll play Glory of Love an hour straight. An hour straight. Okay, that's my shit, man. You know, Glory of Love. We got the bag for love, man. We did it all for love, you know. You feel me? Matter of fact, I'm about to listen to some Glory of Love right now before I work out. You know, we got the bag for love. We did it all for love. You know? That's what you need to do, man. You know, fuck all that talking crazy and shit, man. You got He's Seed out here talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? He's dealing with his isolation fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? He's all fucked up, He's Seed, bro. I feel sorry for him. But he's lost, bro. There's nothing you could do. There's nothing you could do, you know, with these guys who are lost, bro. The motherfuckers who ain't chasing the bag, they gonna go to the grave broke, dusty, and alone, man. You feel what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do with short, bald guy, man. Nothing you can do with these guys, bro. These niggas are a finished product, bro. You know, because they finished. Like, you ain't getting the bag, you sub 5, bro, you finished. Yo, the bag, matter of fact, for sub 5 men, the bag is your only hope, bro. You feel what I'm saying? The bag is your only hope. Ain't nothing gonna save you after that. Ain't nothing gonna save your ass. For sub 5 men, nigga, your life is worse than mine. You know, at least I could probably find some sex every now and then if I'm pursuing, you know, women and shit. If I'm going to bars and clubs, every now and then I can find some sex. You feel me? But a lot of these sub-5 dudes, man, you should be on that motherfucking mission, bro, to get the bag at all costs. Stop all the bullshit. Stop the pussyfooting around. You feel what I'm saying? And handle your motherfucking bag situation, bro. You feel me? Cause that's the only way out. There's no other way out. Plain and simple, bro. No other way. You know. And you got, what's his name? Savvy guy. You know, he's working on it, but I say he should be getting more money, man. I say he shouldn't be doing no blue collar work. But some of you guys said that he might open up his own shop and stuff like that. Hey, hell, that'd be nice. As long as it's not a 9 to 5, bro. He ain't gonna be making enough money to pull them hoes like that. You know what I'm saying? That's not money and status, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a 9 to 5 job. Blue collar work. That's a 9 to 5. Most of he gonna be making is 150 grand a year. That's not no real money, man. You know what's real money? 150 million a year. That's fucking real money. You feel what I'm Nah, some of you niggas need to be rich to get these women, bro. What you thought this was? You feel what I'm saying? What you thought this was? You think this is an easy life, nigga? Nah. You gotta show commitment to your bag chase, man. A lot of you niggas ain't showing that shit, bro. A lot of you niggas ain't showing the bag chase commitment, bro. You're gonna be in a situation for the remaining years of your life, man, if you don't handle your business. You feel me? Okay. You feel me? Everything gonna be lost, bro. You know? Mr. 27 years guy, I don't really feel sorry for him, man. Because he sat back for 27 years and didn't do nothing about the situation. Like, bro, don't you understand? If you are struggling, you have to do something about the situation. Just don't stand there and let 27 years pass by and not, like, try to better yourself in the process. It's like, you really want this shit to last your whole entire life? It's going to. We ain't got no Captain Saver bros. Ain't nobody coming to save you, man. You know what I'm saying? If you think that somebody gonna come and save you from your situation, bro, think again, bro. You got it wrong, all the way wrong. And you got that shit twisted. You feel me? You got that shit twisted, all the way twisted. If you think somebody's gonna come and save you and just drop a girlfriend at your doorstep. Here's your girlfriend. Here you go. No, it don't work like that, bro. It might work that. It might work like that for women. You know, for women, it might work like that. Well, a boyfriend come up to the doorstep and shit. You know, but not for men. Men, we don't get that treatment, bro. We don't get that red carpet treatment. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, man, get your bread up. Chase this bag like it's it's the end of the world or something in the next like year or so. You know, you chase the bag so hard, you be like, man, the world's gonna end in about a year from now. We got here to get that bag. I'm gonna spend all that money, and then I can go to my grave. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you can't do that, man. You can't die without the bag, bro. You gotta at least get the bag and then say goodnight. You feel me? At least get the bag and say goodnight. That's what you do. So a lot of niggas don't even understand the situation that they in, bro. They don't understand how critical this situation is. You feel what I'm saying? They don't understand it, and that's why they go through years and years just being a straight up incel, or they go through years struggling and can't find out why. Why am I struggling? Because you have a hard time with discipline, man. You ain't breaded up enough, man. You ain't got that bag. My neck had to be massaged before I work out. Life is hard because motherfuckers stray away from the bag. Hey, man, I choose an easier life over getting pussy any single day, man. You feel what I'm saying? I choose an easier life over getting pussy, over getting relationships or marriages or whatever. I choose an easier life. You know, getting that bag is gonna make my life a lot easier than I'm gonna be chasing it until the day that I die, man. You feel me? You know. What's up with it? Yeah, what's up with it, Captain Commander? What's up with it? You know? And when I pull up with that bag, a lot of these bitches, they're gonna be thinking like, oh, I should have got with that guy. He was on that bag chase. He was on that bag chase, you know what I'm saying? I should have got with him. What was I doing? How stupid was I? He was right there in front of me every single day at Starbucks. And I just let him walk out that door and come back with the bag. Damn. Now it's gonna be super highly competitive to get that guy. You see, a lot of these females, they want you to have the bag already. They don't want to wait on you getting that bag. They want you to have that bag like right away. You feel what I'm saying? But they make a mistake. You know, they see a guy that's on the grind, they totally ignore him, and then next thing you know, he come back with that bag, bam. You should have ignored me, man. You know, it's already too late now. You see, I'm more valuable now. You see, so now you're gonna have to compete, you know, and you ain't gonna make the cut. Maybe if you was there by my side when I was struggling, when I was on the bag mission, and then I'd be like, okay, I owe my allegiance to her because she was there when I was broke, I didn't have nothing. She was there. Oh, my neck. Oh, I gotta drink some water, guys. You know, then I owe my allegiance to her. I'm like, okay. She was there when I was broke, when I was struggling, when I didn't have anything. She was there. But nah, nobody was there. Nobody was there. Not a single soul was by my side when I was chasing that bag. So that's how you're gonna remember it, you know? When I was by myself, nobody wanted to come around to help. You know, I got left on the side of the road, out there to fend for myself. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to help me to get that bag, so I had to do it myself. I had to do it just like that. So when the next female come along, and I'm rich, she comes along. She's trying to weasel herself into my life. Oh, remember, you wasn't there. You get nothing from me. All you're gonna get is maybe some clothes, a handbag, maybe a few fancy dinners and shit. But you ain't gonna get none of my money, you know. You're not gonna get the bag. Nah, you're not gonna get broke off something proper. Nope. Like they back in the day, like they used to say, get broke off something proper. No, you won't get broke off. What you came into the relationship with is what you're gonna leave with. Nothing. You came into a relationship with nothing, you're gonna leave with nothing. So you wasn't there when I was struggling, when I was out there homeless, suffering from loneliness. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't there when I was suffering. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, all you gonna get is hard dick and bubble gum. That's all I got for you. You know? And of course you gotta take them out shopping every now and then to keep them around. But that's about it. It's all good. When I come back, I'm gonna walk right into that Starbucks with my Gucci suit on or something, or my Armani suit or something like that. I might have a designer suit on or something. I'm gonna walk into that motherfucker. No, first I'm gonna park my Porsche or my high-end car outside so everybody can see it. Now I'm not gonna park it in the back. I'm gonna park it up front where everybody can see that shit. And I'm gonna make a grand entry, you feel me? You know, I'm gonna make a grand entry in this bitch. I'm gonna pull up and go inside and say, how you guys doing? Oh, we haven't seen you in such a long time. What happened? Oh, those nice clothes you got. Those are nice clothes. Oh, is that your car? Yeah, that's my car out there. That's my car. What happened? Yeah, I won, you know? Fucking, they miles are gonna drop. And then they're gonna approach me. I'm gonna sit down there, have me some tea or coffee or some shit like that. Or I might have me a bagel. Cause that's what I get anyway sometimes. You know, and I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna eat. And they're gonna approach me one by one. Hey, so how you doing? What did you win? What did you win? I'm like, it's already too late, bitches. You should have approached me when I was broke. What's different from between now and then? Now I got money now. I can see myself already, you know, in the future, just shooting them all down, bro. Now I got higher standards now. You should have got me when I was broke. I wouldn't dump a female off on, if she was there for me when I was broke, I wouldn't dump her. You feel what I'm saying? For a hotter chick. No, I wouldn't do that because she was there for me when I was struggling. You feel what I'm saying? She was there for me when I was struggling out here in these streets. So I wouldn't dump her on the side of the road, man. Or kick her to the curb, once I get to where I gotta go. Shit, I would have did that to my ex-girlfriend. I would have got to where I had to go and kicked that bitch to the side of the curb. I sure would have. Because she was saying some stupid shit, bro. Talking about, oh, I could buy that car on the lot that she was looking at a couple of days ago. You can't buy that, but I can. That's what she was saying to me, bro. I was like, bitch, I would have got to where I had to go. I'd be like, now I can buy that shit now that you were saying that I couldn't buy. I go buy it right now. But it'd be cool to like buy everything you want. Buy your car, your dream car. You feel me? Buy your dream clothes. Get your teeth done. Get your hair done. Get your skin done. Get the bitch that you want, most important. Rolling with a tall, fly bitch with a big old booty out to here. Out to here. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna be stroking it from the back. Stroking it. And eating it from the back too. I'm gonna be like the Cookie Monster, like You know what I'm saying? You feel me? It'd be nice to get what you want. You don't have to settle and struggle, man. Getting what you want, that's what you need, man, in your life. You need to get what you want. And all the haters, they gotta look at me now. I got that bag, I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna say, I told you I was gonna get it, man. I told you when you keep going, you get it. I studied some of these these celebrities and these lotto winners, how they kept on playing and kept going and kept pushing forward, and they finally got the big ass jackpot. You feel what I'm saying? They committed themselves to playing, or they committed themselves to chasing the bag. You feel what I'm saying? Doing movies. I know Jean-Claude Van Damme, it took him years before he got his big break. But he did. You know what I'm saying? Jean-Claude Van Damme, it took him years. Like, 5 or 6 years or something like that? That's a long time, but it's worth it in the end, bro, because the guy became a celebrity, man. But you have to want it more than anything. You could tell that he wanted them roles. The way he was hella flexible and shit from doing ballet. He studied karate. You know what I'm saying? I think taekwondo and shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker was bad back in the day, man. All the rappers, they was using him in the song. Talking about whip ass like Van Damme. Out here with that. You know what I'm saying? But it took him years, man. You feel me? It took Keith Sweat years, bro. So if you're chasing the bag, just look that, hey, I'm in this bag, chase for the long haul. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't gonna come easy. I understand that. That's something I understand. Even like when the Jackson 5 first started, man, with Joe, Michael Jackson's father and shit. They started in a garage, man, and they was rehearsing and they was practicing, man. every single day and shit. And the movie, I watched the movie, and they went out there, they lost. They came in second or something, and they weren't satisfied with second. They want that first spot. You feel what I'm saying? You know. And when they kept trying, they got the first. You know what I'm saying? You remember the Jackson 5, that movie? And when Joel took the boys, the Jackson 5, the brothers, took them out to like a talent show or something like that, or a talent contest or whatever. I think they came in second, and then I guess it was like, oh, that's good. Second is good. He was like, no. He's like, no more. He's like, that's what we want. We want first. We don't want second. So they kept going. They finally got first, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Then they became famous, and then they lived a life really good, man. Rich, you know. Yeah, Michael Jackson broke off and did his solo thing, and he became big. He became big. But that's luck, man. When you're born into a family that cares about you and that wants bigger and better things. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to be stagnant throughout their whole entire life and live a miserable life. I can't even talk. That's called luck. Because when you come into the world, you can't control what conditions you come into. You feel what I'm saying? You can't control what race you are born, what condition, what household you're born into. You can't control that. That's out of your control. All you know that you were born. That's all you know. And how you come into the world, it's a gamble. You know what I'm saying? And believe me, there's way more, most likely you're going to come into the world poor, broke, dusty, maybe average looking, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, because there's way more poor people having babies than rich people, okay? Or motherfuckers who got careers and shit. Best believe that. Poor people are more likely to have kids. There's way more poor people than there's rich people, okay? So chances of you coming into the world rich is slim to none, bro. Or coming into the world into a rich family, you feel what I'm saying? It's slim. So most likely when you come to the world, you're going to be a struggling working class person. You feel me? That's how I know it, man. The rich people, the wealthy people are only a small part of the world, bro. A small percentage of the population on this planet. Way more poor people than rich people. Put it this way, man. So chances of you coming into a household like Joel or Michael Jackson's father, into a house where your father is trying to get out of poverty and he's teaching you guys how to dance, and they taught themselves how to dance. Michael Jackson taught himself how to dance, man. He's teaching you music, how to play guitar and stuff, piano, bass or whatever. Chances of you coming into a family like that is slim to none, bro. Most likely you're gonna come into a fucked up ass family, bro. That's just the way it is. And it's up to us to correct whatever our parents left us with, man. Correct whatever our parents did. Like, hey, you didn't care about the bag. You wasn't concerned about the bag, but I am. And you got one person that's trying to get out of poverty. You got one person that's trying to get out of the barrel, and they trying to pull you back down. I remember when I was doing capoeira, my mom was like, you doing that shit all the time? I remember she cut my capoeira pants up or something a while back, bro. I think I was younger. I was I was young. I've just started doing capoeira, you feel me? You know, and, you know, and I think she cut my shit up. I can't remember. I barely remember, man. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that I was doing, she want to destroy it and shit. My mom had a self-destructive personality, man. Everything was about chaos and terror, man. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get away from her, man. One day, I had got a job, and I think I got me a brand new car or something like that. Well, it wasn't brand new, but it was a Honda Prelude, 1986 Honda Prelude, and this is back in the early 2000s. Man, I got a job. I got out of that house, man. I got away from her ass. She came home and she was mad, boy. She was cussing. I think she called me or something. And them fish phones that just came out. This is 2002. That's when cell phones started getting more advanced. And she called me, she cussed me out. I ignored her phone calls for 5 years, man. I didn't talk to my mother for 5 years after that. I hated her, bro. Oh, I hated her. And I had me a brand new spot, man. I had me a car. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the best car in the world. You know what I'm saying? But I had me a car. You know what I'm saying? My own little tiny apartment that I used to fuck bitches in and shit. Oh, that was so, man, man. The memories in that fucking goddamn little tiny apartment, bro. I brought Gwen, fucked the shit out of her there. I brought some females from downstairs. Some of the dancers, I brought them up there, fucked them. Man, boy, I was going through. You feel me? Man, that was some memories, boy. It was back in the early 2000s, bro. 2002, 2003. You know, I had me a plant that I was growing and shit. I think it was a bamboo plant. You feel me? You know, but those are some of the best days in the world, man. You know, those are some of the best days in the world. Boy, man, some of the women that I fucked in that apartment, if those walls could talk. Oh, man. Oh, man, I had bras in there licking balls, sucking dick, you know, swallowing cum. Hey, for real. You know, hitting it doggy style. I remember Gwen came over like one time or something, because we used to always go to her house. And she came over, man, and I'm hitting that pussy, boy. She had these big old titties, man. You know, and a big old ass. I was hitting it hard, man, from behind. Like, I grabbed them tits from behind, you know what I'm saying? Because she had these nice watermelon titties. I mean, they were nice. You know. But I remember, you know, being in that room, or that little small apartment, because it was like a room, man, like almost like a room almost. I did have a small little kitchen, and then I had a small bathroom, you feel me? Everything was really compact, but I'm still slaying pussy like it was no tomorrow. You know, Gwen came over, I tagged that ass, man, and got her took by a Chad Rome. A Chad Rome came along and took her. You feel me? I never will forget that, man. You see, even back then, it was competitive. This is before technology had took off. This is 2004, okay? Technology wasn't even that advanced yet. Facebook wasn't even around, bro. We had, 2004, nigga, we had email and shit like that, bro. That's email, Yahoo News, Hotmail News. You go in and you check the news and shit like that, man. It was really simple back then. You feel what I'm saying? But then things took a turn for the worse. things took a turn for the worse when Facebook showed up. That was the beginning of the end. Now, did it make a little difference? Nah, not really. In the dating world, no. But Facebook wasn't the bomb that was dropped on dating. It was the smartphone, the combination of the smartphone and and the dating apps. You feel what I'm saying? That's what destroyed dating. Cause back then, man, bruh, you an average man, you get some pussy, man, easy, man. It was like, getting pussy was like walking, bro. It was a lot easier, bro, to get pussy. Cause there was no dating apps. Women couldn't go and be picky on dating apps and shit. Women couldn't ghost you all the time, because everything was a lot slower. Feel what I'm saying? Now you got the dating apps, man. Women are meeting guys at a faster rate. They got a longer list of motherfuckers that wanna hit it, man. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, like I said, man, before the dating apps, before social media showed up, we only had to deal with just the men, that she met recently, or 3 or 4 or 5 men in her fucking phone, okay? We only had to deal with a small portion of men. But now, because of the dating apps, now you're dealing with the whole, you're competing with every single man in your area. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're competing with motherfuckers from overseas or out of your state, but most of the time when people get together, they live in the same neighborhood or they live in the same area, you know what I'm saying? Or they live in the same state, you know what I'm saying? So you're competing with the whole entire state, bro. You got so many men to compete with. And that's why it's so easy to get ghosted. Online they got endless ghosting going on. You feel me? They got endless ghosting. I mean, when I talk about endless, the ghosting never stops. You feel me? So anyway, I'm about to end this live because I gotta work out. That's the way it is, man. Better hurry up and get to that 20% of men, bruh. You feel me? Anyway, I gotta go. You guys have a good day. I'm out in this piece. I'm out.